This is regarding that search warrant, remember, executed on Michael Cohen's office, home, hotel, and safety deposit box in New York. I want to bring in NBC News investigations reporter Tom Winter, who is joining us now. Tom, what do we know? When is this going down?
So, Hallie, several months ago, several media organizations had requested of the federal Judge William Pauley III, who's been overseeing all of Michael Cohen's cases, the case that was brought by federal prosecutors here in New York that he pleaded guilty to, and also his guilty plea involving the special counsel's office. That was a guilty plea involving lying to Congress. And what the media organizations requested is for a copy of the search warrant and, most importantly, the underlying affidavit. In other words, the reason why the FBI believed that they had probable cause to enter Cohen's hotel room, his office, even his safety deposit box in his home, to be able to gather electronic evidence, documents, etc. That led to a protracted legal battle over those materials because some were, of course, protected by attorney-client privilege. And now, since this is concluded and Michael Cohen has been sentenced, it's usually typical that we start to see some of those materials unsealed. The Justice Department, led by prosecutors in New York, the Southern District of New York, requested that that if the search warrant was to be filed, that it could be filed with redactions. They want to redact personal information, including Cohen's safety deposit box number, as well as phone numbers and emails. But also, they said that there were ongoing investigations that they needed to put in some redactions about that. So now they've provided those to the judge, and the judge here says that he's satisfied with the redactions that have been made by prosecutors here in New York, and so he's ordered that those materials, the redacted materials, be placed on the public docket tomorrow. We don't know what time yet, Hallie, that those materials will be filed, but at that point we'll be able to go through and see if there's any other clues as to how the investigation into Michael Cohen started, how it came about, in some of the specific things the prosecutors here were looking for. It's not clear yet, Hallie, if we're going to learn a lot because
so that was my question, right? Like, what are we going to learn new potentially from this? What could we find out as it relates to Cohen and the inquiries he's been talking about?
Sure. So I think one thing that we might be able to learn about is how this investigation started. In other words, what was the information? Did somebody come forward? What were some of the details as far as how this investigation were public reports? The Wall Street Journal reported on these payments involving Stormy Daniels and other women. Was it public reporting that led to that, or was it information that was developed through other investigations, whether it be by the special counsel's office or by the FBI or the Southern District prosecutors here in New York? And what was the timeline of events? Sometimes we learn that from search warrants. Sometimes we also learn about things that were not prosecuted or things that we haven't heard about publicly, but it's unlikely that that information would be unredacted. So we're just going to have to see, but stay tuned, as we say. It'll be sometime tomorrow.
Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Why don't you subscribe? It's really easy. Just click on that button down there. And for more news from MSNBC, click on any of these videos here for the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more videos from MSNBC with our newsletters. Head over to msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up.